Welcome to Wondering Wednesday. Wondering on Wednesday.
That's right. It is your favorite hosts, Mary Ellen and Joe, and we are so excited to answer questions for you on Wednesdays.
You can send us all of your burning points and miles questions, whether it's 101, 201, questions about a specific trip itinerary. We're going to pick one each week and feature it on the show in a little tiny bite-sized episode.
You can send your questions to Mary Ellen and Joe at wonderlandonpoints.com. You can DM us. You can send them to us through the Facebook group. We want to hear from you.
So let's dive in.
Let's go. Welcome back to another Wondering Wednesday. Today is going to be an excellent topic because it is one of the major ways that we earn points and miles in between sign-up bonuses, and one of the ways we really maximize our spending to get the most bang for our buck in terms of return with points and miles. So we're going to get into what shopping portals and apps we are using right now. What are our favorites right now? Joanna's going to start with our absolute number one favorite shopping portal, and then we're going to go through some others. So Joanna, let's get started with Rakuten.
Okay, guys, we've done a deep dive episode on stacking already, where we really go into all of this stuff at full length, where you can use offers and cards and portals and apps all on top of one another to be maximizing your purchases as much as you can. And I'm going to link that in the show notes. So you can go listen to that. It's an older episode, but I think it really stands true. And we go into it a lot more of the apps there as well. But right now we want to tell you what we're using right now, as Mary Ellen said, and our favorite is Rakuten. And guys, I think we've beat Rakuten maybe to death a little bit, because I know I've mentioned it in a few episodes. We've really hit it hard on our Instagrams, but that is because it's valuable. So valuable. Not only do you have the option to earn cash back, which is great, if you have an American Express, have the option to get points back instead from your purchases. And I said this in a recent episode, but I will say this again. It is not Temu. It is not a store. It is a shopping portal. And shopping portals, when you hear those words, that always means essentially the same thing. It means that stores partner with this company to offer incentives for people to shop at their stores. You sign up for Rakuten and it is 100% free, and you do your normal shopping. There's only one step required, and that is clicking on the store in the Rakuten shopping portal before you shop. That's it. It tracks your purchase from that point. You can add the Rakuten extension to your browser, both on your computer and on your phone. I've done it. It's on my Safari browser on my phone. And there is an app. I have used this to accumulate tens of thousands of American Express points this year. In fact, really just in the last couple of months, I've earned over 20,000 points. That is incredibly valuable when it comes to cashing in points for travel. One thing to note about Rakuten is that they only pay you 4 times a year. They have set payout dates. So you accumulate, and then they pay you. Sometimes when people find that out, they're like, nah, I don't know why. I guess people don't like delayed gratification. I personally think it's very fun to be like, oh, surprise. But you're getting money or points for something you were already going to do anyways. I don't know that it matters when it shows up, but for whatever reason, I think that deters people, maybe just because it's unexpected. So I just want you to know going in. Next payout's in February. So anything you earn between now and the end of January, I believe, will be on your February payout.
One other thing to note with Rakuten is you don't want to try random coupon codes when you're checking out. It needs to be a coupon code that is on the Rakuten website, or it could negate the cashback that you get. So just keep that in the back of your head as you're shopping through Rakuten.
And another thing to note is that you cannot double up on shopping portals. I get this question in my DMs a lot. There's a Rakuten offer and there's an American Airlines offer. Can I do both? Shopping portals, like dining programs, which is another episode for another day, have to be picked. You got to choose. So weigh the options, pick the best one.
What you can stack with them are offers on your credit cards. So when
Yes.
you shop through Rakuten, if you have chosen for it to earn cash back in the form of American Express points, you don't have to actually use your American Express card if you don't want to. If you have a Chase offer for a store, you can attach that to your Chase credit card. You can check out with your Chase credit card, earn your offer through Chase, and earn the Rakuten deal, which you'll ultimately get as American Express membership rewards points. So you can use Amex offers, Chase offers to do a nice little stack, or Citi offers, do a nice little stack. But it's kind of cool to note that you don't actually have to pay with that American Express card. You will earn the Rakuten points back as American Express membership rewards points, and then use whichever credit card you want.
Absolutely. Okay, we are moving on to the second thing on our list, which is
The Capital One shopping portal. And this is one that in the past, people probably wouldn't have seen coming because we didn't pay much attention to it in the past. It didn't use offers the way that Amex and Chase and Citi have offers that you can attach to your card. And so it was kind of overlooked a lot of times, but they've revamped their shopping page and now you can earn miles. So if you go looking on Capital One offers, it may say, like today, it says Viator 14 times the miles you can earn back on your Viator,
holy
excursion.
cow.
Yeah, isn't that fun? The Children's Place, 15 times the miles. Zappos, 7 times the miles. So when you think of credit cards and you think, oh, with my Capital One Venture or Venture X, I earn 2 times points on everything. Well, now you can earn your 2 times points, but you can also earn 14 times more points with using their Capital One shopping portal. So it's definitely a way that people are earning crazy miles really quickly right now. I've seen some people who went all in on this during the holiday shopping season. It really just switched over to the format they're using now over the course of about the last month and a half, and people are finding it to be a very valuable option.
My app is still reflecting a percentage back. So not everybody has switched over yet, which is super annoying. So mine, like, for example, it says PetSmart 6% back, but it's the same as a shopping portal. You've got to click through. You're not adding it to your card.
Yes, you don't attach the offers to your card like the other banks. So keep that in mind. If yours hasn't switched over, keep your eyes on it for 2025. It's a really promising change. Now, another one of our favorites right now is the American Airlines shopping portal.
Guys, I love the American Airlines shopping portal, and mostly just for one specific thing that I do repeatedly, which you've probably seen us talk about on our Instagrams, which is meal kits. Okay. And why would I do this? Well, first of all, let me tell you that when I'm getting a meal kit subscription, I am not ordering them and then continuously getting them over and over and over. I do one box. Okay. And this is definitely a little hack, and I love it because a lot of times the American Airlines shopping portal will have super elevated offers for these meal kits, like up to 5,000 points. And we all know American Airlines points are super hard to earn and super, super valuable. So all you have to do is set up a new account. You can use an email address if you've previously opened one with a different email address. Also, after a certain amount of time, and I'm not really sure what that time frame is, you can actually use the same email address you used before and do it again. I haven't attempted. I've just heard that you can. I have tons of email addresses as an ADHD person who gets overwhelmed by my inbox and quits and starts a new one. So never a problem for me. So anyways, you sign up for a box, order one box, and then you go into the app and you skip all the rest of the boxes for as long as you can. And you set yourself a reminder to keep doing that as long as necessary to fulfill the terms and conditions of keeping the account open as long as you have to. I've seen 45 to 60 days is usually the time span that the terms and conditions say you have to keep the account open. After you've fulfilled that, you can cancel the account. You are still going to get awarded your points, even just for ordering that one box. And that box usually is anywhere from like $40 to $70, depending on if you're getting like pre-made factor meals or if you're getting the actual meal kits where you cook things. So it's an incredible return because you were already going to buy food for your family this week, okay? You were already going to do it. This is not only making your life easier, in many cases, it's cheaper than trying to go to the grocery store. And you get to try new food and you get a huge stockpile of points. And you can just keep doing it with all the brands. And a lot of times there's offers, as we were talking about with Rakuten, on different cards, Chase cards or, Amex cards, whatever, and you can stack. I think you had a really crazy one recently, didn't you?
I did. One caution to keep in mind, guys, with doing the meal kits, though, is you really are only supposed to do it through the portal once. Sometimes you can get points more than once, but I would caution you from doing it too many times. Instead, it might be a good idea to switch portals. So Rakuten has the same meal kits. Southwest Airlines shopping portal also has meal kit deals. So kind of move around your meal kit deals a little bit through the different portals is just kind of a good rule of thumb.
Absolutely. Even though my impulsive self has not done that, and I have in fact done it the same time through the portals, you are correct. I have heard that before.
Okay. Very similar to the American Airlines shopping portal. I've already mentioned it once, is the Southwest Airlines shopping portal. It is very valuable for those who are working towards a companion pass. If you are really working hard to earn extra miles towards your companion pass, shopping in the Southwest shopping portal, through the Southwest shopping portal, I should say, is definitely going to be key for your points and miles strategy in the coming months. So make sure to do that. Okay, that's kind of a rundown of a lot of the shopping portal options. Oh, there's one more I failed to mention, and it goes hand in hand with the American Airlines shopping portal, and that's a website called Simply Miles. Simply Miles earns American Airlines points, and it can be stacked with the American Airlines shopping portal. It also earns you something called American Airlines loyalty points. And those are really important because if you're trying to earn American Airlines status, then you want to earn loyalty points. So Simply Miles you can shop through it and earn American Airlines miles and loyalty points with any MasterCard, which is cool. So you don't just have to shop with like an American Airlines credit card. If you have a Chase MasterCard, if you have a Capital One MasterCard, if any of your credit cards are a MasterCard, if you have clicked on the Simply Miles website, you activate all the offers, kind of like attaching a Chase offer to your credit card or an Amex offer to your credit card. If you go on Simply Miles, activate all the offers you see, and the first time you go, you will not see as many offers. Similar to Amex offers, if you activate all the ones there and then you go back a week later, you're going to see a lot more offers available to you. Right now, I think I have about 178 Simply Miles offers available to me. I didn't have that when I first started with them. Activate all of those offers because if you forget about Simply Miles, you don't have to go to it in that very moment that you're shopping. It's just, it will be automatically triggered if you use a MasterCard at whatever website the offer was attached to. It will trigger that offer automatically and you'll be earning American Airlines miles and loyalty points. So don't forget about Simply Miles. It's one that I think I forgot about for a long time, and it's definitely something to look into if you are trying to earn American Airlines miles.
Yep, I've never used it. In fact, you just explained it so much better than anyone else on the internet that now I want to use it and I feel like I've been missing out. It just sounded kind of like a waste of time to me before. You've converted me. Why didn't you ever say this to me off the air? Thanks.
Oh, well, we're starting a new year, new websites, new apps, new websites for everybody. Hopefully in this episode, everyone will hear at least one thing that they didn't know about.
Okay, now I'm going to talk us through one of the apps that we really like, and that app is Upside. And I'm going to say that when you first start using Upside, it is better. At the beginning, they offer you massive incentives. I mean, I once got like 25 cents a gallon. What you're doing is you're linking cards into the app, and then you're seeing offers in the app, and you're going and shopping at the place with the offer. Typically, it's a gas station. And then you're telling it that you just used this card at this gas station. It's easy, it's free, and it was super lucrative for me at the beginning with gas stations. Recently, the gas stations in my area have been crazy, like 1 cent per gallon. The highest I saw lately was 11 cents per gallon. And if you do that every time you're getting gas, it certainly adds up, but it is quite slow. What I have found with Upside that I actually love is that it's linked up with our local grocery store, which is Schnucks. So if you're a St. Louis listener, use Upside if you're going to Schnucks, because often they have 12% back. I mean, I buy so many groceries for my family. If I'm getting 12% back every single time that I'm getting groceries, that really adds up. I just did an Upside cash out not that long ago. I think it was like $78. So it's just like little chunks of change that can really add up, and they can go to help you with your travel fund or however you want to use that money. So I really like the app for that reason. I would have to say if it's 1 cent on a gallon of gas, I'm probably not taking the time to do it, but I do check. And sometimes if a gas station has a way higher offer and is close by, I will choose the gas station I fill up at based on that. And then I make sure I'm using a card that gives me a multiplier on gas, or if I'm at the grocery store, I make sure I'm using my Amex so that I'm getting 4 times points on groceries, as well as that like 12% back.
Yeah, them having grocery stores now, that wasn't around when I first started with Upside. That's pretty huge. Now, my local grocery store is not on there. There is one in my town, Giant Eagle. If you have a Giant Eagle near you, I have seen them on the app. I have seen BP on the app, Shell gas stations, 7-Eleven gas stations. It's not every 7-Eleven or every Shell. It just happens to be by my house. There is a Shell that does Upside. So I always use that, just because whether it's 3 cents, whether it's 12 cents, it's going to be valuable to me. I try to keep it in mind when we're traveling for the holidays, when we're going on road trips, to look on there. If we're driving down the interstate, I'll pull up the app, try to find a gas station that we can really get some points back with. There's a Sit-Go on here if you're familiar with that kind of gas station.
And you know what I never do is I never look through the restaurants, but right now there's like 27% cash back at Five Guys. So like, that's pretty good.
Use that Amex Gold.
Use your Amex Gold offer or your Amex Gold credit. Get yourself some Five Guys, get 27% cash back and Upside, and actually end up getting a free meal. It's like they're paying you to eat.
Yeah, one thing to note, if you do activate any of the dining offers and use them, it will automatically unenroll you in any other dining program you are in. So if you do the built dining program, if you do a think about where you want to earn your cashback or miles, because with dining programs, you can really only have one active and enrolled and going at a time. So keep that in the back of your mind. I also just cashed out on Upside $94 that I put towards an Airbnb that we have in London next summer. So I like to set aside that money and any earnings as kind of a passive travel savings account that I then use for whatever adventures we're going on. And guys, if you do not have Upside or the next app we're going to mention or Rakuten, we have referral codes for these, and it would really mean a lot to us if you would consider signing up with our referral codes. So we'll put them in the show notes. You can also reach out to us on social media. We would be so thankful to send you a referral code. That's a little thing, it costs you nothing. It's a free app that you're downloading, but it will give us a little something if you use the referral code. So that's exciting.
Absolutely.
And then you can refer your friends too.
Absolutely. All right, take us through our last one.
Okay, the last one we're going to mention today is Fetch. Fetch is an app that you upload receipts to. And that can be paper receipts that you have from checking out at the grocery store, or it can be internet receipts. They can scan your email or your Amazon account or your Sam's Club account, anything where you shop online. It can also use those receipts, and it gives you 25 points, a flat 25 points for every single receipt. And then a lot of receipts have, especially grocery store receipts, have bonus points for various categories. Like the other day, there were 50 different brands to choose from. And if you spent $35 from those 50 different brands, you got 13,000 points. And so I definitely took advantage of that offer. One thing that I noted, though, is that it can be a little glitchy. You scan the receipt with your phone, and sometimes it doesn't recognize the way a grocery store has printed the title of an item on the receipt. You can
Mhm.
correct it. So I noticed that it didn't give me that 13,000 points that I went to great lengths to try to earn. So I went back and I corrected the receipt, and then it gave me the 13,000 points. So just keep an eye, especially if there's a specific offer that you thought you were going to earn. It may be that it read your receipt wrong. That particularly happens when you're taking pictures of grocery store receipts, I have
Yeah.
realized.
I've had to message them a number of times to have them correct. It does not take long. It's just a quick little message in the app. And we're not encouraging anybody to buy the products that they're pushing if you weren't already going to buy them. But let's say like you're not brand loyal and you knew you had to get your kids some cereal this week. Go through the offers, and if something fits the list you're already trying to make, throw it on there. That's such an easy way to accumulate points, and I've had so much fun with the Fetch app, especially when it comes to cashing in for travel gift cards, which I know that you have some things to say about that.
Yes, I sure do. And I will say too, on your point about not buying what you don't need to buy, I definitely only buy things that are on sale. My kids know that I shop at Aldi. I might shop at Sam's Club or Costco. But if I'm at the regular grocery store, what I call the regular grocery store, it with name brand products, I am only buying ones that are on sale. So if the sale at the grocery store lines up with the Fetch points, then I will make deals work. But I definitely am not going to buy something that's not on sale just because I get some Fetch points from it. The other thing about Fetch, before I tell you what I cashed in, is you can play games on Fetch for points. And I was just talking to one of my good friends. She has been playing games on here to earn points. And then she was with her, like a little nephew, her boyfriend's nephew, and she handed him her phone. She's like, hey, get me to level 11. And he just played on her phone and got her all these Fetch points. So if you're into games on the phone, I have never been a gamer on the phone, but you can earn points that way too.
I have not been a gamer on the phone either, but when I tell you that a couple of months ago, there were some high points offers for getting to certain levels, I 100% downloaded some games and played them. Now, there were a few that I downloaded and I was like, I hate this, and I got rid of them. But the ones that I actually found were fun. I'm looking through this right now. I earned 5,000 points on one of the games that I was playing. It looks like the total that I accumulated over 12 days of playing was 19,544 points.
Guys,
So
and okay, that sounds silly. It sounds silly, but when you go and look at the rewards, and you said you earn 19,000 points by
yes,
playing games, you can cash in 12,000 points, 12,500 points here for a $10 Amazon gift card. So you playing those games for just a couple days, like in your spare time,
just for
you could have
fun.
gotten a little, yeah, just for fun, an Amazon gift card. So I don't use my Fetch points for Amazon. There's a whole host of options for gift cards that you can cash in. For me, again, I do it for travel. So right now, well, last year I cashed in for $100 worth of hotels.com gift cards, and I put those towards a hotel in Switzerland for our summer trip. And then right now, I just cashed in another $100, this time of Airbnb gift cards, and I'm putting
Mhm.
those towards an Airbnb in London, the same one that I put the $95 from Upside. Now I have $100 from Fetch, and that money adds up to really help pay for things when I'm traveling.
Heck yes. I love the fun little ways to add to your travel budget. And I know that when you're first starting in points and miles, it is very overwhelming. We are not expecting you to like learn about your very first card and transfer partner and then get all the apps and then play the games and be checking before you go to the gas station. There's time. Don't feel like you're missing out because you're not doing all the things right now. But if you feel ready, grab our links, check out the apps, check out the shopping portals, just see what they're all about. If you miss something great, you feel like you have FOMO because you didn't get something in a shopping portal or you didn't go through Rakuten, or just, you got to let it go. There's always going to be
Yep.
missed opportunity and FOMO in this world. It's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to
Give
put that
yourself
out.
grace.
Give yourself some grace.
Okay, guys, that's going to wrap us up for today. I hope that you discovered something, or maybe were reminded of something that you haven't used in a while that you want to start using again. We hope that it will be helpful for helping you earn points and miles for your family's travels, and we can't wait to hear where it takes you. So we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
If you enjoyed this show today, please consider writing us a review or clicking 5 stars wherever you listen to your podcasts. And please subscribe and follow along so that you never miss an episode.
You can follow the podcast on Instagram or YouTube at Wonderland on Points Podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Family Travel for the Win with the number 4.
And you can find me on Instagram at Points to Wonderland.
If you're thinking about getting a new travel rewards credit card, consider using the links in our show notes. Using our links helps to support us and keep our podcast going so we can provide you with all the latest tips and tricks when it comes to traveling on points.
And if you aren't sure which card is right for you, shoot us an email at wonderlandonpoints@gmail.com, and we would be happy to walk you through a free card consultation. That's also a great place to send us all of your comments and questions. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you here next time.